Hey everybody, coming to you live today from outside. I thought I would say the heck with it. It's so beautiful outside, and change up my environment. I'm so blessed and lucky to be able to work from home and pick and choose my environment where I work. So I see we've got a couple folks on. And as you guys pop on, if you feel guided, over in the comments below or to the side, wherever it is for you, pop on, say hello, where you're from, all that great stuff. As we wait for a few more folks to pop on, I hope wherever you live that you're enjoying this beautiful weather. I know so many different folks around the country are experiencing everything from crazy amounts of hail in the far north up in Canada to extremes amounts of water and rain and everything in Texas and everywhere else. So it's just kind of crazy weather. Hello, Willow from Mandan. Well, welcome. And like I said, if you feel guided, post in the comments where you're watching from. But we're going to go ahead and get going here with this week's reading. It was really interesting today. I was working this afternoon, and Spirit, as Spirit usually does, just pops in and just said, you need to really stop what you're doing, and you need to write these messages down. It was just like a big urgency. So I really trust that many people are moving through a large majority of what Spirit was sharing today. So, and I know it rang true for me as well. But one of the first things, when I connected to Spirit today, was just really sharing about keep going and keep moving. I just really felt like a lot of frustration, feeling stuck. I know I was having some frustration. I was calling a number. I had pages of organizations to call today, and it was quite disheartening to say the least. And but when I got done and I took another look at it, I was actually quite grateful because there was a positive outcome to it, and it was just a really large urgency from Spirit just to keep moving forward. And that's a great reminder, because one of the things we need to understand is even when we feel stuck, that means the energy is stuck. And so one of the things is that we keep on moving forward, it keeps that energy in motion. Okay, so just remember, just keep on going one step at a time. So as the old adage goes. So Spirit really talks about too is a great time for many to really find out what drives you. A lot of people call it your core passion, maybe your why or the why or whatever it is. And from what I'm understanding from what Spirit shares is that really just it's a great time to focus in on that. And also, if you have identified with that, it's a great time to revisit what it is that motivates or drives you. A lot of people say, well, it's to do whatever. Well, why, at a deeper level, what is it what's your why? Why do you do what you do? Okay. Why is it that I do what I do? It's to be in service of others. Okay. It's to be able to give at a level that I couldn't if I had a traditional, what I would call a traditional 9-to-5 job, okay, working for some corporation or organization, okay. Maybe doing what you do is maybe being able to interact with others or give an opportunity to help heal others at a level maybe that you couldn't otherwise. So really just take a look and maybe examine it. I really understand that it's a great time to look at that, and sometimes it's quite the journey in itself. It can be quite frustrating to find out what your why is, or what is your core, what is your passion, okay? But once you find that, it's very powerful, and you can use that to accomplish or move you through a lot of hard times or areas when you feel stuck. So and the other thing that Spirit is talking about is a contractual agreement. And I'm showing, what I would understand as a contract. But not only with others, but with yourself. And now, this doesn't feel with everybody. What I'm understanding is Spirit just really sharing that it's really kind of making a commitment, if you will. So if we think of that, not only the actual contract in itself, but also the act of making a commitment with yourself and with others to do something or get something done. It's a great time to either make that contract, okay, between yourself and others, or when you're doing that, I'm also getting, revisiting the contract that you've made, or before you go 100% in with somebody else, really make sure you're reading the fine print too, okay? So really feel with your heart, saying, how does it feel to you? How does this contract or this agreement feel to you? Okay? And like Spirit was sharing, not just with other people, but with yourself as well. Okay? So, and the other piece is that Spirit's really talking about is, and I just heard the words, you shall be seen. What I'm really feeling, or what I shouldn't say feel, what I am seeing is I'm just showing a very small speck, and I just see a little black mark. And what I would understand is that it's more of a representation. If those of you that are feeling like this speck, very small, and I know we all get there from time to time, but where it's always passed over, not being seen. And this is where it feels to me like you're trying to break into a new level, or trying to be seen by upper level management possibly, or maybe breaking into that new venue for you as far as, trying to be seen at the next level, what you do, maybe that next market. I think you understand what Spirit's trying to share. But I just really trust that with those words, Spirit's really just talking about, and what Spirit shared earlier about keep going, moving forward, keep going, just don't give up. That you will be seen. Continually push forward. I know it can be frustrating even when you get pushed back. Sometimes it feels like, or you just continually feels like that you're being ignored. Just continually push forward and just have that blind trust. Okay? So, and the thing that I got to share with that, just for me, is a lot of times I share, just think how Spirit feels a lot of times when you ignore them. A lot of times they're trying to give you signs and symbols that they're there, giving you validation of their existence, and they're loving and supporting you. But a lot of times we go unacknowledging that Spirit is there. And a lot of times that feels like, hey, just a simple thank you. So, okay. So the few last things that Spirit. So one of the interesting things, and I think I've shared it before in some previous readings, is not all the times that do I get name-specific messages in what I would call a generalized readings with Spirit. And so it was interesting that a message came in for a Tammy or a Tamara. And what I understand is that Spirit was talking about, it just felt like I was being shown a clock. And I understand is that Spirit was talking about time running out as far as a decision needing to be made regarding health concerns in the hospital. And I understand meaning more as far as making health decisions for someone else, okay? And these are very big decisions. And the biggest thing that Spirit wants you to know is that angels are with you, and let your heart lead you. Okay? I know this can be a lot of people. This is a very difficult situation to be put in, and especially if it's emotional. But just know that the angels are with you, helping you, and really just reach out and ask for guidance. But really let your heart lead you. What does your heart tell you? That's the biggest thing. And that was very adamant, very, very strong, very powerful. Spirit was very adamant about getting that one through as well. So that was like boom. And that was very loud. The name was like Tammy or Tamara. So, all right. And the last part, and I'm just going to get quiet here for a minute. So the person being affected with pain, which I understand in the right shoulder blade, feels more muscular, does not feel in the bone, just know that Spirit's sharing that, know that healing light and love is being sent to you, okay? And make sure that you're really taking it easy. I feel that whoever it is really not only trying to ignore it, but also aggravating the situation as well. Okay? So, that wraps up this week's reading. Hey, Cynthia Johnson. Hello from Little Rock. All right, Cynthia, nice to have you. I hope you guys are having great warm. I know Little Rock area that can get really warm. A lot of nasty storms at times. I've been down in that area quite often. Emma says hello back. All right. So if anybody, since we got some time today, this afternoon, if anybody will turn it over to you guys, if you have any questions. It's hot down there, okay? I'm sure it is. It does get very warm. You bet, Sarah. Sarah says, thanks, Dean. You bet. You're more than welcome. And I just want to remind everybody about the couple events coming up that I have on my Facebook page. One is the Finding Your Invisible Gifts, or your spiritual gifts, if you call it. And that starts here next Tuesday, okay, on the 5th. That would be 7 to 9 p.m. here in Moorhead. And that's a 3-week course. So if you're interested in attending that and you haven't done so already, make sure that you just shoot me a quick email and say, hey Dean, I really want to attend, and then I'll put your name down and we got you registered. The other one is a 1-day course, and that one is Camp Freedom, and that is the 1-day intuitive day course. And where we're going to do a lot of fun hands-on intuition exercises and really build up your belief in your own intuition, and it only enhance what you have already experienced, or maybe you're a beginner, advanced, wherever you are. We're going to honor, where you're at and go from there. So I'm really looking forward to both classes. I really love each and every class that I put on. I never know what Spirit's going to have in store, so it's always kind of exciting. So it always seems like they want to have some fun. So, all right. Rebecca says, thank you. You're more than welcome. Shannon, one thing, as I'm not doing individual readings today, I was doing a generalized reading. So if you didn't get to listen to it, obviously live, when we're done here today, of course, you can just watch it right here on my Facebook page. So you bet, Kathy. Kathy says thank you. Same thing for Aaron. I'm not doing individual readings today, guys. So, but you got to keep tabs. Anytime you see that I'm live, just pop on real quick if you're looking for individual readings. Also, if you're looking for that individual reading as well, if you feel guided, jump on over to my website at deanmcmurray.com, and you can book or schedule an appointment with me And it doesn't matter where you live. Thanks to modern technology, I can connect with anybody, anywhere, anytime. So whether through Skype, FaceTime, phone, face-to-face, email, it doesn't matter. So a lot of people ask me, do you have to be, face-to-face to do a reading? And the answer to that is no, you don't. Energy is energy. So I can do it through email. I can do it by phone, regardless. So it's the same either way. Okay, it's a little bit more intimate, a little bit more personal, if you will, face to face, and some folks prefer that. However, somebody that say lives in Washington State does not have the opportunity to come and see me in person, then they can certainly do that. The email or phone or Skype would be an option for you. Or maybe somebody in Winnipeg or Manitoba, could be a little town in Ontario, wherever, or even say Singapore or the UK. It doesn't matter where you live, so all right. Well, thanks, Rebecca. Rebecca says, I've had a few over the phone, highly recommend them. Well, thank you so much. And Doreen says hi from the Falls. Well, thank you so much. So, any other questions? And Holly says hello back. I hope everybody is having great weather today. Hot weather in Arkansas, I'm hearing. If anybody has any, how their weather is today. Or if you have, whoops, just getting a little pop up, there we go. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Just a reminder, I'm not doing individual readings today. Okay, Mandan. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Josh. Okay, and a little hail. Oh, okay, I hope it's not doing any damage. I know everybody's getting crazy weather all over the place. So, one thing I just want, for those of you that live in the northern Minnesota area, I'm excited to announce we have not narrowed down an exact date, but I will be coming back either this late summer, early fall time frame, and we'll be doing another public event up in that area. So the International Falls, Minnesota, so my hometown where I was born and raised, up there, be doing another live event up at the beautiful Thunderbird Lodge. So keep your eyes and ears posted there. So, and if I just want to throw that out there too, is if some of you ever were wondering if I come to your area, you can certainly ask that. Don't be afraid to ask, hey, do you ever come to Timbuktu, North Dakota, or wherever? It doesn't matter. You can always shoot that out to me, and we can look at if that's something we can schedule, or if we can look at alternative events. All right, guys. Well, if nobody has any questions, I am going to sign off, and I'll give that a little bit of time. Perfect. All right. Well, I am going to let you guys go today. I appreciate each and every one of you that joined me today, and I hope you guys have a tremendous, tremendous week. So much peace, light, and love to every one of you. All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.